Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or should I say happy Halloween. Today we're here with another Halloween baking video. If you have seen my last baking video that I did, which was again Halloween themed, you'll see that it didn't quite go to plan.
I just had an absolute nightmare. Some black icing.
I
can't believe we've done that. So you know how I put all, the black icing on it? I've just read the container. This is food colour gel. So it's not icing, it's the colour you're meant to mix into like cake stuff to make it cook that colour, and it isn't actually icing.
So I thought it's better time, that I had another go at some Halloween baking. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So yes, today we're back with another Halloween baking video. However, last time it was cookies, this time we're going to be doing some cupcakes. So a little bit different. So my plan, fingers crossed, is to make some red velvet cupcakes, and then I'm going to decorate them with a Halloweeny vibe. So without further ado, let me get started. Okay, so to start with, I have got my red velvet cupcake recipe. So if we follow the recipe here, so I first need to preheat the oven to 160 degrees fan or 180 degrees. So I'm going to start off by doing that one first. So also in the first step, I need to get 12 bun cases and put them into a muffin tray. So let me grab my tray and also the cupcake cases. So one muffin tray, and I've also got my cupcake cases. So let me open these up and then let me get 12 out. Okay, so I'm now gonna take the muffin cases and just put them to one side for later. So if we go back to the book, so I first need to beat together the butter and sugar. So before I do that, I do actually need to get them weighed out. So let me grab a bowl, my weighing scales, and we'll weigh them out. We'll go with a nice big bowl, I think. Let me grab my weighing scales. Yeah, actually, put the weighing scales here. Get a little. So I've grabbed a smaller bowl just to do the weighing. So let me first grab my caster sugar. So caster sugar, it's 150 grams. So let me turn this on. Okay, so I've got the butter out, and we need 50 grams of butter. So let me scoop this out. Now, as I thought, I do need to now beat the sugar and butter together. Now, I could do this with a handheld whisk. However, I feel that it's just going to take too long, to be quite honest with you. So I'm going to grab out the electric whisk just to speed up a little bit of time. Okay, so I'm just going to move the weighing scale to a side for a second. Going to add the butter into the sugar. Put that to one side. And now we're going to get the whisk and we're going to whisk this all together. So I've got the eggs, so I'm just going to crack them individually into the bowl. So we'll add this now into the mixture. There we go. And then we'll do some more whisking. That's well whisked together now. Oh, making a mess everywhere. Okay, so literally dripping everywhere over here, but we'll just ignore that. So for now, I'm going to move the mixture to one side, as now we're needing a second bowl. Got a second bowl, hoping it's going to be big enough. So now I need to mix the cocoa powder, the vanilla extract, and also the food colouring. And the water, forgot about the water. So let me grab all those things and we'll get them measured out into the little bowl. So I'm going to start with the cocoa powder. So for the cocoa powder, it is, let me see what it is, I'm pretty sure it's 2 teaspoons, oh it's tablespoons, I almost measured wrong. Got my tablespoon now. So 2 tablespoons. Now with these heat, I'm going to put heat in. Could be a bad idea, but you never go wrong with too much chocolate, right? That could be famous last words. So I need my vanilla. So I need half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. That was really difficult to open. My hand is shaking so much I don't know why. There we go, I'm just going to leave that spoon there for a minute. So we're going to put the water in next, which is... How much water do we need? We need a mug. Let me grab a mug. So I filled this literally to the brim with water. I know you can't see it because I've got a white glass and water is obviously clear. But we have got a very full... And I'm glad I read the recipe. I am not with it today. I do not need a mug. No. I need 2 tablespoons. So I'm very glad I reread that before I went any further. So I'm just gonna scoop some out. There we go. I'm gonna move this mug away now because I don't need it in the end. So I've now got my food colouring. Now, if you've watched my last video of baking, you know that me and food colouring or icing don't go. But this time, I have double and triple checked that this is the right item. It says colouring gel. We need the red to make it turn that colour. It's not for icing, so we have got the right thing this time. It says 1 teaspoon of it. Now, I don't know how red it's going to go because I don't want it just to be pink. But let me put 1 in and we'll see where we go. It's like very dark red, isn't it? Right, we'll go from there. We'll just mix this together. Never knew this had yogurt in it. Also thought it was going to be a lot more chocolate in it. Obviously, I know nothing about red velvet cake. Right, I need a spoon. 1 tablespoon required. So how much? 4 tablespoons, okay, let's go. put this to a side. Again, you can see now more of the red colour. So we've got our self-raising flour now. So let me turn the weighing scales back on, and it's 200. Also need the bicarbonate soda. I did just check to make sure I got the right thing. So let me open this as well. How much of this? I'm going to guess it's going to be half a teaspoon. It is. Where's my teaspoons? Got a spatula. Don't know if that's going to be any better or not. Let me just take this off here. So now I'm actually meant to be adding in white wine vinegar. However, I don't have any. I've only got red wine vinegar, and I just don't think that's quite right. I know how usually I'm just a bit like, yeah, whatever, but this time, not really so sure. So I'm just going to leave it out and hope it doesn't majorly affect it. Hoping. So now I'm going to grab the mixture and start adding it into the cupcake cases. So let me grab the cases again.
Set of rules that pushes you back. They always change, they're a passing fad. Get that confidence, get it stacked. Feel the power within, how can you not like that?
Now I am just going to get the spatula in here just to get out the remainder of the mixture, because as Harry once said,
don't waste the mixture!
Okay, so they've now been all filled up. So now I am going to be putting them in the oven. And I'm going to bake them for about 25 minutes. So let me pop them in. Okay, so the cakes are now done. They are looking... Actually, they don't look too bad, but they smell a little bit like they were starting to burn. So I'm quite glad I did take them out when I did. So I'm going to get these out and we're going to leave them to cool. So I put them onto the cooling rack, so now I'm going to leave them to cool in the book. On the recipe, it does say to leave it for about 30 minutes. So in about 30 minutes time, I'll have a feel of them and see if they are ready to decorate. I hope they are, because I'm really excited to decorate. Okay, so they have now sufficiently cooled down. So I am going to start with the decorating. Now, in the recipe, it does say to actually make the icing to go on top of them. However, with my track record, me and icing, we just don't go. So I have actually bought some pre-made icing. So this is vanilla buttercream style icing. I feel like going, here's what I prepared earlier, but no, I did actually herb bias. So I'm going to start by putting this onto the top of the cakes. So let me get this open and we're going to start decorating. Okay, so they are now all fully covered. So I am just going to put these to one side while I sort out the rest of the decorations. Okay, so my plan for the decoration to make it more Halloween, I grabbed some of Aldi's version of Biscoff biscuits. Now I'm thinking of decorating them so they look a bit like tombstones. Tombstones? Are they called tombstones? Gravestones? Whichever. So I'm going to decorate these so they say like, you know, RIP or something like that. And I'm going to put these on top of the cakes. So I'm going to start by getting them out. I don't know if I'm going to have to break them in half. I'm not sure how big they are. So start by opening these up. Oh. Okay, so they are quite big. So if I pull that next to one of the cakes, I don't know whether to try and shove it in or break it. I might try one as one big one or take it from there. So let me just grab a plate. So I'm going to use this side as the decorating side. So I picked up some white decorating icing just so I can write on it. So let me try and write on this one. Now this might not go well, but we'll see. Oh, I've got a really shaky hand. Okay, so as you can see, I have just wrote a little RIP on it. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to shove this in the cake quite far down without it breaking. If not, I'm going to have to break this in half. So we'll give it a go. So let me just grab a cake. And let me see how far I can push this down. Oh, it worked. Yay. Something's actually finally gone right. So I've shoved it in so it's actually all the way down. So let me do some more of those. put the end back on there. Grab the last cake. And then let me squash him in. There we go. Now what I'm thinking of doing is just, because originally when I was getting them I wanted to make like, you know, like a little bit like a red bloody kind of trail on it, you know, something a bit gory for Halloween, but I couldn't find any red icing. So instead I'm thinking of just getting some chocolate and grating on top just so it looks a bit more like soil. So let me grab some chocolate. So I've got a little bit of dark chocolate, so let me grab that out. Where's my grater? It's great. It's really great. And here we have the final result. I'm actually quite happy apart from the one that doesn't look like the correct wording, but there's always going to be one, isn't there? So I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!